Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And a very good evening, everybody here. Big thanks to, first of all, Rafiq Bhai and the entire SYPA team for always doing an amazing job in bringing people together for the sake of empowerment in various ways, especially in the business context. So it's an honor to join anything that SYPA and Rafiq Bhai does. My name is Muhammad Mukhtar. I am a Dubai-born Indian entrepreneur of Tamil Nadu origin from Chennai. And I currently run a events management agency that specializes in organizing business, startup, innovation related events for the local business startup ecosystem of UAE and also the international startup ecosystem. And apart from that, I also have another startup that specifically works with university students and high school students, training them to become entrepreneurs of the future, innovators of the future, and impactful leaders of the future. So we're running like a entrepreneurship and innovation incubator for youth in the UAE, which is the first of its kind here in the UAE, which is called Unipreneur. The name of my events company is called One and Only. So the main purpose of this call is to share with you my little experience in specifically the event space, more so in the business networking startup event space. As you may know, Dubai is known for events, as it is a lot of people come here for the sake of tourism, for the sake of leisure, and mainly for business. Overall, because the country is very safe, very protected, and with everybody having all their equal rights. And of course, it's been voted the world's safest city in overall the country for everybody, for women, men. So overall, because of these factors of safety, security, equality, and a sense of happiness, uh, the space is this place is prepared for business and innovation. Innovation, and I believe innovation and creativity and entrepreneurship thrives more in places where there is a sense of security and equality. So we are very grateful to the leaders of the UAE here for enabling that kind of an environment where business as well as good livelihood and peace thrives simultaneously. Um, Back to the topic of events in Dubai, specifically business events in Dubai. Because I'm going to keep this short for you, I will be focusing on maybe two or three events that I have been directly involved in. And before I jump into the specific events, in line with the topic that I was given, and that is how do we use events in Dubai, business events in Dubai specifically, networking events in Dubai specifically. How do we utilize them as a golden opportunity for your businesses to flourish, either locally, if you're a local UAE based business, and how do you use business and networking events in the UAE to grow your business? Or if you're an international business owner, you're an international startup, SME company, say from India or from any part of the world, and you want to come down to Dubai, even then, the right events in Dubai can become a launchpad for you to enter the UAE market, understand its rules and regulations, uh, create a network around you, meet the right people in terms of potential investors, co-founders, partners, customers. So that's why whether it's local companies or international companies, participating and positioning yourself and your company at the right business event can do a lot of good for your business growth and development. Now, the specific event I'm going to talk about is GITEX. Um, by a show of hands, people can you can just raise your hand or you can just comment. How many of you have heard of the event GITEX? GITEX. If you have heard of the event, you can just raise your hand. Okay. So quite a few of you, a lot of you know of the event. So I'll throw in another interesting trivia here. Maybe Ravik Bhai can give some prize for people who answer this correctly. How old is GITEX as an event? You can write it in the chats if the chat is enabled. GITEX as an event is how old? So how many years has it been running? Please don't chat GPT or Google it. Rafiq bhai, can people put messages in the group?
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Able?
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Jamal says 15 to 18. Okay, fine. I will break the suspense. It's a 45-year-old event. GITEX is a 45-year-old event, almost as old as the country. So that's why in the global events domain, business domain, technology domain, GITEX is right at the top. It's like the Ferrari of all events. It's a 45-year-old event, and every year from more than 100 countries, you have entrepreneurs, businessmen, innovators, heads of different governments, dignitaries coming in to attend the event. And every year, the event is either opened or attended by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, the, uh, the ruler of Dubai, or his son, Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid, Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid, the Crown Prince of Dubai. So I will quickly share with you the website because we're going to limit today's talk to two main events. One is GITEX. You can have a look at it. Um, the website itself is proof of how big and impactful the event is. Now, the question is, how can you use events like GITEX to benefit your business? Um, I will. Somebody saying the voice is not clear. Is it okay now?
Your voice is actually
Now okay.
breaking. So
Now
maybe
okay, brother.
now let him talk. Yeah.
Yes.
What I was saying was, we're going to look into how can international business owners like yourselves and even individuals utilize events like GITEX for your personal and for your business growth, right? Even if you just come in as a visitor without spending to become an exhibitor or a sponsor, even if you just come in as even if you get a free pass, for example, these events are mostly paid, but somehow you get a free pass from some contacts. Even if you come in for free, there's a lot of value. Um, just the number of business cards you collect, the number of people you meet, uh, that itself is of great value because you never know which business card, which person you meet, which conversation would lead into your next business or your next investment opportunity or your next business expansion opportunity and so on and so forth. So I have shared the website of GITEX with you in the chat. Please have a look. Inshallah, we will be doing a separate event with the Rafiq Bhai and Sibec team. Specifically, we'll perhaps come down to Chennai as well and bring some officials from Dubai for a GITEX roadshow in Chennai. Um, but before that, for now, I will keep it crisp. So please have a look at the GITEX website. And if any of you want to be involved in GITEX, either as a visitor or a exhibitor, please reach out to Rafiq Bhai because Rafiq Bhai and the SYPA team and my company here will be collaborating to take a delegation of entrepreneurs, professionals, startups from India, all over India, to GITEX. Okay, so my final word on the GITEX event per se is it's massive. By the way, you cannot even finish the event in 3 days. You need the entire 3-4 days to complete the event. Sometimes people are not able to finish the entire event in 4 days because it's so massive. And this year the event is moved to a brand new location. It's called Expo Dubai, Expo City Dubai. This is where the Expo 2020 was held, which was a very famous event that was hosted by Dubai. So it's moved to a bigger location now because of the demand. So many people are coming from around the world. And another thing is, when you come to an event like GITEX, it's like you can save traveling to maybe 50 different countries, literally. Because from more than 100 countries, you'll have exhibitors coming there in their own country pavilions. And literally, you'll feel like the whole world is in Dubai at that time. And what I mean by the world is the cream of the crop. your technologists, innovators, researchers, entrepreneurs, even politicians, the top people in the business ecosystem will be there from around the world. So if you plan well, we will do another session on how do you plan your presence in events like GITEX so that you get the most ROI out of it. So if you plan your presence at events like GITEX well, you can get good ROI just going in as a visitor. Now, another event I want to speak about is an event of GITEX that comes under GITEX. It's called uh, Expand North Star. Now, this is probably confusing to a lot of people initially because GITEX is such a big brand. It's easy to get lost, right? It's a 45-year-old event, 45-year-old brand. Uh, as GITEX grew 10 years ago, they decided that they should have a sub brand under GITEX, sub event under GITEX that focuses on startups. So, whilst GITEX focuses on the big people, big companies, right? Like, yeah, is there an issue?
No problem, brother. No issue.
I can continue?
Yes, yes, please continue.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
continue. Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. So, GITEX focuses on the higher level, higher tier companies and government entities. So Google, Cisco, Amazon, IBM, Tesla. These are the kind of companies from India. The Infosys, the TCS, the Wipro. Those are the kind of companies that exhibit at GITEX. And another interesting thing is the different IT ministries of different countries, technology ministries of different countries come and exhibit at GITEX. Countries have their own pavilion in GITEX to showcase what that country is doing, whether it's the US, UK, Russia, um, Nigeria, Singapore, Malaysia. Uh, you have a variety of countries who host their own country pavilions, and they show what technological developments are happening and business developments are happening in their own country. So GITEX is of that level. So government entities, top tier companies. Where do the startups go? Where do small and medium sized businesses go? For them, Expand North Star was created, which focuses on the massive startup and investment ecosystem, investor ecosystem of the world, actually. So, Expand North Star is a brand of GITEX, which focuses on the startup and investors ecosystem. And Expand North Star, on its own, is the world's largest startup and investors event. So my company, Alhamdulillah, have been working with GITEX and Expand North Star for the past 5 to 7 years, specifically to do two things: to organize programs, hackathons, networking sessions for the local startup and youth ecosystem. So we work with startups, early stage founders, and we also work with university students to help them develop their startups, to connect them with the right target audience, to help them build a network, to help them connect with customers, investors, and so on and so forth. Right. So one area of our expertise is working with the local startup ecosystem and the local youth ecosystem to help them go to the next stage. Our second area of expertise is to bring international startups into Dubai, specifically into events like GITEX and Expand North Star, and we become the guide for these international startups. Um, we do like a immersion session where we help them understand the UAE market, the business market, the events market, the rules and regulatory aspects from a business sense. Before they come in itself, we do like orientation sessions for them for international businesses. So when they enter Dubai, they have the basic knowledge of how the business ecosystem of Dubai works, the rules, the regulations, the capital required, the opportunities, growth potential. Everything is made very clear for them. So they come here with some basic idea, good foundation with regards to what Dubai is in terms of business. Once they come here, we get them involved in events like GITEX and Expand North Star, either as visitors or exhibitors or partners, where the next level of engagement happens for these businesses, where these, for example, Indian businesses, the Indian delegation that we bring, we ensure that they are connected to the right networks in Dubai, starting from GITEX and North Star and beyond, right? And we make sure that if they are participating in GITEX or Northstar, say for 4 days, either as a visitor or as an exhibitor or as a partner or as a speaker, we ensure that those 4 days are fruitful for them, and when they leave with high ROI. Whatever time, money, effort, effort they have invested in the event, we make sure that they get something beneficial, beyond beneficial, out of it, in terms of more business connects, a bigger network, potential customers, potential investors, uh, potential co-founders, local partners, and so on and so forth. Lastly, we've had the honor of hosting many Indian government dignitaries, where Alhamdulillah I've had the opportunity to not only host them but interview them on stage. My company is given a dedicated hall where we have our own stage and we have our own set of exhibitors, and we run our own program for 4 days in collaboration with Dubai World Trade Center. Dubai World Trade Center is the parent entity of GITEX and Expand Nostra. It's a government entity that organizes events like GITEX, Dubai World Trade Center. So we collaborate with them and we run our own set of programs, talks, interviews during GITEX and Northstar. And during such time, we had the privilege and honor of hosting two back-to-back IT ministers, information technology ministers of the state of Tamil Nadu. The latest being Mr. Palnivel Tyagarajan, His Excellency. And yeah, so overall, it's last year we had a very interesting session with Dr. PTR, where we had hosted him and his delegation from Tamil Nadu, representing the state of Tamil Nadu, specifically the IT department, and they were brought in here, and they were briefed about UAE's ecosystem. A lot of the startups under the Tamil Nadu IT NT hub, they were exhibiting here at our event, and the grand finale of this Tamil Nadu delegation was an interview that we had hosted on stage with myself, Alhamdulillah, and Dr. Palnivet Tyagarajan. It was a very memorable experience overall. So this is just one example. We have, Alhamdulillah, hosted many dignitaries from India, from other countries, from ministries, from companies like Google, Etihad Airlines, Dubai Police, who's of the who's. We've hosted them at our stage. And the interesting thing is, we don't host them just for a normal session. It's a very lively, light-hearted, and also in-depth intellectual interviews that we run that end with interactive sessions with the audience. Everybody from the youth to business owners, local, international, get to interact with the VIP. In this case, last year it was Dr. PTR. So this is it with regards to what we do as a company. Again, myself as an individual, Muhammad Mukhtar, and my company's one and only and unipreneur, what we focus on is events and programs that focus on the local business and youth ecosystem, B, the international business and youth ecosystem. So throughout the year, we run such programs, talks, challenges, hackathons, uh, industry connect sessions, government connect sessions for these two category of audience. One is the local youth and businesses, and international youth and businesses. So from here onwards, if anybody is interested to collaborate or be involved with events like GITEX, Expand Northstar, or you want to get to know more about Dubai's events landscape, you can reach out to the Sibec team. We'll be collaborating with them. By the way, GITEX and Expand Northstar are one of the thousands of events that happen here in the UAE. Of course, GITEX is the biggest, Expand Nostar is the biggest in their categories, but there are several events that happen. If I go deep into them, then I will go beyond my time. But for every sector of business, for every industry, Dubai, the UAE has a big event. And by the way, we're talking about only events in Dubai now, but there are also events in Sharjah, in Abu Dhabi, in Ras Al Khaimah. There are 7 emirates in Dubai, like the equivalent of states in India. So there are like 7 states, 7 emirates in India, in the UAE. Sorry, there are 7 emirates in the UAE, and most of the events happen in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Sharjah. These are the places that most of the events happen across all the industries. So we perhaps will do a separate event where we'll take you through the entire UAE's ecosystem, involve some officials from different Emirates as well. But for now, um, if anybody wants anything else to do with us as a company, as Unipreneur, if you're a youth, you're a young student, or you're a business founder who wants to expand to Dubai, or they want to do something in Dubai, please reach out to us through Rafiq and team, Sypic and teams. With that, thank you very much. My final advice is if you're ever going to any event, whether it's an event in UAE or locally in India or in Chennai, wherever you're based, make sure you do your homework well, right? Either whether you're going as a visitor or a business founder or an exhibitor, many people just walk in. Tamil solna just for time pass. You have to have a plan. Even if you're going as a visitor, you have to ensure to know at least the map of the event, right? The different stalls in the event, the different industry sectors in the event. Yar varanga, yar. You need to know all of that, and you need to carry enough business cards with you. You need to prepare your pitch. Suppose you walk into an event, whether it's a local event or an international event, and you come face to face with a TED Talk speaker that you like, or a podcast speaker, or an investor that you like, a potential investor that you admire, and you have a chance to pitch to him. So your 15-second pitch should be ready. So these things, your business cards, how you dress, make sure you dress very professionally, so you stand out, and then you don't need to wear expensive clothes. Whatever you wear, formal clothes, neat arna podu. It has to be neat, right? Make sure you do your hair and all well and stuff. But most importantly, make sure you prepare a 5 to 15 seconds pitch. Hi, sir, my name is so and so, and I'm a specialist in so and so, and I have so and so years of experience. That's it. So, and then you can end your line by saying that I'm working on something unique, and it is unique because XYZ. So, you end your pitch with a hook that makes the person interested to know more, because most of these people, especially in events, investors, government representatives, and big shots, they don't have a lot of time, right? So you'll have to introduce yourself in a crisp manner, confident manner, 5 to 15 seconds max, and you start with yourself and you end with something unique about you or what you're trying to build, so that if that person finds it interesting, they will ask you for more information. So this is a general advice in terms to how you groom yourself, how you prepare yourself, business cards, your pitch, and then how you go and meet people, and finally be humble, right? And be humble and be balanced. Like, you don't have to be too braggy about it. At the same time, don't be too underconfident as well. There has to be a balance between confidence and humility. Be kind, be respectful to everybody. Your chance will come. What's written for you will come to you. At the same time, go for it. Be a go-getter. Don't be too shy, but do so in a kind and respectful manner. I say this because sometimes if you're too aggressive with certain people when you're pitching yourself, that will also be a turnoff. So you have to be balanced between being a go-getter, being confident, and being humble and respectful.
Yes.
So with that, I end my talk. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, Sypic team. Looking forward to our collaboration.